Now I'm over here in St. John's, Newfoundland. Just checked into a little hostel. And now I'm gonna go to see Signal Hill. It's a famous hill over here. All the houses are painted uniquely colored over here. Then on top of the mountain there's the old flag. Just walking up the Signal Hill Road, another famous historic site in Canada. Over here we have Gibbet Hill with the Union Jack over there. And we also have a game of soccer going on over here up on the hill. It's really nice, kind of windy, about 72 degrees, about 21 degrees Celsius. They're really enjoying their time over here in St. John's, Newfoundland. So I made it up to Signal Hill, the famous hill. So this is the view from up on the tower. It's my little transportation down there, a little scooter with my coat and water. This morning I landed here at this airport at 3:30 in the morning. I went to clear customs. It took 2 hours and 15 minutes because of interrogation, and then I got out of the airport at 5:45, checked everything and left the airport and walked down the little street past the cemetery down here. And then I went along and I found the little scooter at a yard sale, bought it, and I scootered to town all the way here. And then I looked around, I fell down on my scooter, hurt my hand. I checked into the hostel. I'm staying in approximately this area, in the historic area of St. John's, Newfoundland. Now I'm located here in a place called Newfoundland, and the significance of this point over here is real significant to both the Newfoundlanders and the British Isles. What's the significance of this tower?
You're in Cabot Tower on Signal Hill in St. John's.
Okay.
And it was on this site that Guglielmo Marconi, on December 12, 1901, received the first transatlantic wireless signal.
Oh, okay.
So we owe television, computers, cell phones, anything that uses wireless frequency
Right.
to him.
Oh, okay.
He's the one that invented wireless.
And everyone in Halifax knows that.
St. John's.
Yeah, okay. Thanks very much.
No problem.
I'm here in St. John's, Newfoundland, the easternmost part of the North America. And over there in the distance, that's the specific point that is actually closer to Ireland than it is to Toronto. It's actually a distance of about 3,200 kilometers, which is about 2,000 miles. And so back in the day, in 1900, they had the first transmission of sounds, wave signal. They call this place Mount Signal. It's very touristy during July and August, but towards the end of August, beginning of September, it kind of dies down because school starts and also the winter's coming along. And also, I believe during the winter time, they see icebergs floating down past here, so it's pretty impressive, even in the winter time. So. Yeah, coming to St. John's, Newfoundland was definitely worth the experience. I kind of regret that I won't be able to go to St. Pierre-Miquelon though, but it's a long drive. It takes 3.5 hours just to get to Fortune, and then another hour on the ferry. Spending all that money with such a small time, it's not really worth it. So you really need about 4 days just to go out there, spend a day on each island, and also visiting the small towns because they got accents in the smaller towns, not really this town, because a lot of university kids come from all over to come here to the university. I'm sure glad I got this little scooter to scooter around St. John's. There's cruise ships that come here once in a while, but usually early in the summer, like July or June. And I talked to some people, and there's actually some icebergs floating off the coast of Newfoundland, but more towards the northeast. Here we got a hempware store, and all these stores are pretty much the same like they were many years ago. They're well preserved. Now the afternoon has arrived and sun angles are very stark with this building over here. So I thought to come back with the Canadian flag, the maple leaf, as well as the Newfoundland, Labrador flag. I won't be able to go to Labrador because it's about 600-700 miles away and I don't have a car. So far I haven't really heard any accents, but evidently if I could venture out of this city I could see something more spectacular. You definitely know you're in Canada when you just look to the right and you see a huge sign of Canada on this building. And you definitely know you're in Newfoundland when you look over here and there's this big giant dog statue because it stands after the Labrador lab dog. Even the most far out places that I go to, I still see an Indian restaurant.